Hey, what's up everyone? I didn't know whether or not I was going to make a video today and whether I was going to post one, but I decided to go ahead and do it. I'm making a screen recording after all. So, a few days ago, when we were in the grocery store buying basic necessities, this was in Dollar General, and the song that they had on the radio was the one you see here, In the Air Tonight. Which, by the way, a lot of people experience an ME of that. Some remember Hold On rather than Oh Lord. But that was consistently playing on the radio. They had that on a loop, and it's almost like someone was doing that on purpose. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. That's what it was doing. That's what they were playing over and over on a continuous loop in Dollar General. And people were already quote unquote panic buying, and we had to get necessities because someone had told me before this started that you need 2 weeks of items. They're going to shut down for 2 weeks. How they knew that, I don't know, but they announced it today. They're shutting down 2 weeks. You need to have a 2 week supply, and I have a feeling that they're going to have everything. They're going to claim everything's okay by around August 15th, is my opinion. That's been my opinion for about a week or two. I have felt that, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I don't know. But either way, August 15th, let's look for that. They also extended the tax deadline to, which we already did that, but they extended it through 90 more days, roughly 3 months. And he claims he's going to send a $1,000 check to every worker, but a lot of Republicans, including Mitt Romney, say that every American should get a check, and I agree with that, every single American, because we're all struggling. And the Lord knows we could use the money, the donation money that was generously given by that individual. We have to use for a bill, and I thank you for it. But see, we all need that right now, that stimulus money, and not just the workers, but everyone. That goes for everyone. But think about this. In a time when everyone's already in panic mode and all this stuff's going on, they play that song on the radio. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I also have an interesting story from when I was in elementary school. But just think about that. It sounds like planned panic the way they do that. I don't know who had control of that radio at the moment, but that's what they were playing. There's another song that's topping the charts right now, which I posted my comment in the comment section earlier. It's The End of the World as We Know It by REM. It has skyrocketed to 26 million views, millions in the past day or so. And due to this coronavirus outbreak, that song was being searched and watched millions of times. So, an interesting story regarding that song, and this is a true story that I'll share in a separate video. When I was in elementary school, this was 5th grade, there was a tornado that took place, and it narrowly missed the school. So, we were watching the movie Chicken Little. It was it wasn't really a free day, but we had an afternoon free. They gave us the afternoon for free, and this was in elementary school. And all of a sudden, we were watching Chicken Little, and they were saying, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." And it looked like a tornado, it looked like storms were coming. And then they started playing the song, "It's the end of the world as we know it." And as that happened, they announced that we are going into lockdown. They turned the movie off. They said, "This is a special announcement," over the intercom. And they had to shut the movie off. This is back when they wheeled the TVs in with a VCR, and you got this awesome feeling. You got excited when you knew that they were wheeling the TV in. You could hear it. They had it on this thing, whatever it is, and wheeled it into the room, and you knew it was going to be a free day, or you got so excited no matter what was going to be put on that TV, and you knew it was going to be free time most of the time. And They wheeled the television in there, and we all got to watch the movie. They put the VHS tape in, and we got to watch, or it might have been a DVD at that time, I don't know. But we got to watch Chicken Little, part of it. But as Chicken Little, the song, It's the End of the World as We Know It, was playing, and they said, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. They had to shut it off because of a special announcement. We went into tornado warning, and we went into code red, and the school went on lockdown, and we had to all run to the basement. We had to all single file, get in line, and go into the basement. And the tornado had already destroyed everything. And my mama had just floored it, apparently, to get to that school, and the tornado was right behind her. And she got there, left the Kia that we had used, we drove at the time, the Kia. She left it out there running, and they were saying, come on, come on. And she just ran in, she got into the school. And she could barely get around, but she got around better then than she does now. But still, she got into the school, and they brought her to the basement. And we were on lockdown with our heads down in tornado drill mode. No longer drill mode. It was actual tornado mode. Some people had to go into the restrooms, and some people were outside in the halls. The rest of us, wherever we could be. And they said she just missed the tornado. And there were vehicles and metal just twisted. Car lots destroyed, homes destroyed, businesses destroyed. Everything was twisted like just toothpicks and paper. And the vehicles were crushed. And she had just missed that tornado. We had to take hours to get home, and it was like 9 o'clock at night before we ever got back home. And there was no cell phone, so we didn't have cell phones back then to just call. I mean, the signal, we had to go to pay phones or ask around and try to ask businesses for their phones and things like that. And the only cell phones we had was, Daddy had an emergency work phone with a huge long antenna for his job, for the trucking job that he had at the time. And then also Mama had an emergency cell phone, but we had no more minutes, I guess. There were too many overages. Verizon had way too many overages. They screwed us over in a bad, bad way. But, yeah. Then we finally got home later that night. Had to go all the way around. And then there was another tornado years later that narrowly missed us. And then this one narrowly missed us. So, this year. But that was the song that was playing on the movie, and it was Chicken Little, and he said, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And then we literally had to go downstairs. That was so weird, the synchronicity there. We had to go into tornado mode, lockdown mode. And they were watching outside, and the birds were chirping, the sky looked clear, but the tornado was right over the hills. The hills were the only thing that protected us. We felt dynamite explosions every single day because they were dynamiting all the time. There was a rock quarry right across the road from that school. And the school shook all the time like an earthquake. It was boom. They were always doing explosions. That was common there. And yeah, I had a horrible time in elementary school though with the teachers and everything, and the principal was awful. And I only had 2 good teachers. Well, there were 3 out there one was not really a teacher, but and the librarian, she was awesome. She understood. But anyway, another thing, that song was on, the movie was playing, then we had to go into tornado mode. And my mama just barely made it there without being a victim of that tornado. And I praise God, I thank God every day for that, because it was a very frightening situation. But yeah, anyway, just thought I'd share some personal story time. Peace and much love. My link is below if you'd like to help us through tough times. Every dollar helps more than you'd know, and I appreciate everyone's help, and anyone that does donate. I've been doing this channel for a long time, so any contribution that you show is greatly appreciated. I mean, I've been doing this for free for many years. Since 2016. So, anyway, I think it was July of 2016, something like that. I love you all. So, links below for support, and I just thought I'd share a personal story. Signing out.